YouTube? We got another yo-yo review to do. This is the CLYW Kodiak. The Kodiak is Tessa Piccillo's signature bimetal yo-yo with CLYW. Here's the awesome box that it comes in. Got that cool Kodiak bear symbol thing in it. This is designed in Canada and made in China. You know, let's get into it. So Tessa just recently, sort of recently, within the last year, joined the CLYW team and got her first signature with CLYW. She is a women's world champ, I believe. I think so. Maybe not this last year, but I think the year before. Women's world champ. Definitely pretty cool. Tessa's really, like, her tricks are, she's fun to watch. We'll put it that way. Tessa's really, really fun to watch. So this Kodiak is on loan to me from my good friends at Randall Toys in downtown Pittsburgh. So these all seem to be sold out on Yo-Yo Expert and other places at the moment. But they definitely have them. Here's the proof at SW Randall in downtown Pittsburgh. So please, their contact information is down in the description. If a CLYW Tessa Piccillo or Kodiak is something you're interested in, I know where they have one. Just saying. Check out down in the description. Check out SW Randall because they're good people and they're my friends. So anyway, let's get into the specs. So diameter of this yo-yo is 56.38 millimeters, kind of a wide diameter. Width is 43.4 millimeters, pretty standard width. Gap width is 4.2 millimeters. Weighs in at 65.3 grams. Comes with a size C bearing. This actually comes with a center track, not a pixel bearing. There's a center track in here. I think that's what Tessa prefers, probably. Seal-wise, no tires. Same. They always match the colorways, which I like. This is snow cone. Like I said, designed in Canada, made in China. So first thing you realize when you throw this yo-yo is it is super duper powerful. Like. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but these stainless steel rims in there are huge. I mean, they are huge. So this feels like a really heavy yo-yo. However, it's only 65.3 grams. Not that that's terribly light, especially for a bimetal, but all 65.3 grams of that, a lot of that 65.3 grams seems to reside in the rims here because this is a super duper rim weighted yo-yo. That being said, it's not uncontrollably fast because the rim kind of goes in pretty deep. So it's sort of packed along like this whole step here, as opposed to just being clamped onto the outside or just being like clamped onto the very edge there. So it can go fast, but it's a very controllable quick, nimble yo-yo, which, you know, from my perception, seems to fit what Tessa does pretty well. I would sort of compare the shape a little bit to the Basecamp Navigator, a little bit. The Navigator, however, has the bimetal rims in here a little bit more, like in and on the outside, as opposed to like in the cup here. So you get a very different feeling weight distribution overall. This plays a little quicker than the Navigator would, but has that same sort of like nimble controlledness that the Navigator had. However, I feel like the Navigator was just maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It just I like the Navigator a little bit more. I think that's kind of what I'm getting at. Than the Kodiak. Not to say that I don't like the Kodiak, because I think it's really good. But I think that's enough of me talking about it. Let me throw it around, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, we're back with the CLYW Kodiak. And, yeah. I think probably the best way to describe this yo-yo is power and control. Gives you a ton of power and a ton of control. Spins for a long time. Like I didn't really even throw it that hard. Kind of just getting a lot of spin time out of it. Very stable. And, I mean, overall, you know, it's what you come to expect from a $150 yo-yo. Definitely a solid competition-type shape. Good grind finish. Very nice, nice feeling in the hand. Kind of doesn't, you know, not too big, not too small. Just kind of that good medium size. Nothing too super exciting about the shape. It's not as organic, not as many curves and organicness as a lot of CLYWs have. So it's different in that regard. Most CLYWs kind of have, you know, generally a little curve to them. But this does not. It's, you know, it's not sharp at any, like everything's sort of rounded over real nice. But it's very different from most other CLYWs because it doesn't have any real, like, you know, kind of organic curves or bumps or lumps or anything like that in there. It's just all very no nonsense and you know, competition driven, I guess. As far as smoothness is concerned, you know, like all CLYWs, 10 out of 10. Yeah. No vibe whatsoever. None on the rims, none in the center, none on the fingernail. 10 out of 10, perfectly smooth. I really like the ano on the new CLYWs. I think it's very good. This is the same. This is no exception here. You definitely feel that this is a bimetal. That, you know, some bimetals sort of still kind of feel like monometals. This one, you definitely feel all that rim power when you throw it. It's a very, like, it goes hard. That's probably the best way to say it. Flat cup with a lot of engraving on it. I might be able to finger spin it. You could do it, but this is clearly not designed for finger spins. Yeah, kind of do it a little bit. My fingernail hit the ano there and kind of bumped it off my finger. I would have got it because that was actually pretty good. But you know, not kind of one of those yo-yos that's sort of not meant to do like a lot of different things, but kind of can do things if you're good enough at them. Like, I'm having no trouble busting through stuff, and except I missed there, but that's probably me more than anything else. Thumb grinds, as far as that's concerned, I don't really like thumb grinding on. Feels gross, but you could do it. Ugh. Kind of like drags that stainless steel like ring around your finger. Ugh, feels gross, but you could do it. The lip's big enough for it. Yeah, guys. So CLYW Kodiak, definitely a cool, cool addition to the CLYW lineup, and definitely a lot different than a lot of the stuff in their lineup. So you know, if you're a fan of CLYW and what they do, but you were looking for kind of a different type of thing from CLYW, this is, I think, about as different as of a yo-yo as CLYW has out right now. So let's throw it back on the desk, we'll do pros and cons, and that'll be that. And we're back. Okay, so back with the CLYW Kodiak. So let's do pros and cons. So we'll start with the pros. So I like this box. It's a cool box. It's got the cool box art on it. CLYW seems to be stepping up their sticker game. Sticker! So, I don't know what that is. Tell me down in the comments, what the hell is this? But it's a sticker. So I'm going to put that back in there for whomever actually buys this yo-yo. And, of course, comes with the CLYW Kitty goldenrod string, which looks incredible. I just put whatever was in my bag when we were playing with it at Yo-Yo Club on there. It's just a regular kitty fat in neon yellow. Yeah, so pros. Clearly, it's CLYW. CLYW does good work. And great ano, very smooth. Comes with QC, you know, to the max. So, you know, you get a nice bearing, you know, pre-lubed but kind of broken in. I like when CLYWs come with center track bearings, I don't seem to have as many, like, bearing issues. So, I actually kind of prefer that this came with a center track. So, center track bearing. And it looks good. I'm usually not one for engravings, but I kind of actually like this. I don't finger spin much, but I actually think the engravings look really good with the bears on each side, and it's good looking. It's a good looking yo-yo. Comes in a lot of cool different colors, so that's always good. The shape is very different for CLYW. So if you're a big CLYW fan, you know, this is a very non-organic shape. It's kind of a wing H type of shape that is pretty different from most things CLYW does, because most things have like they're like curved H shapes or curved V shapes or whatever. This is not. This is a very standard sort of wing shape with kind of a nice cut there. Looks good. Like I said, great finish for grinds. So we'll talk about cons. Can't really finger spin on it, especially with all this laser engraving there. So if you like finger spins, this is not the yo-yo for you. I mean, there's better yo-yos for that. The rings being on the inside, I actually prefer this method as far as like play is concerned. But to go with a like finger grind or something on the inner, it kind of grosses me out a little bit. Like it drags funny, like a nails on a chalkboard kind of thing, and sort of getting chills just thinking about it. So yeah, not my favorite for really any kind of like those gimmicky tricks. Wouldn't try that on this. But if you're not getting it for gimmicky tricks, very stable, very good for just about everything else. So very straightforward yo-yo. That actually might be a pro. You know, they didn't sacrifice anything for gimmicks. It's all very straightforward, like tech or speed or whatever. It's, you know, you can push it fast. It can slow down. A lot of control. So definitely a cool thing. So that's a pro. And as far as cons are concerned, you know, you get it's $150, which is kind of a lot of money for a yo-yo. And the $150 price range has, man, there's a lot of good yo-yos in the $150 price range. For $100, you know, for $150, you could have a edge and a shutter. I probably like the edge a little better than this. Or you could have, you know, the navigator as well. I think that's cheaper. I think that's like $140. You know, there's a lot. You know, for $150, this certainly isn't a budget yo-yo. So I mean, I think the price kind of, you know, we'll see how well the views go on here, but I think the price kind of maybe is a little bit of a con for it here, because that's, I mean, you know, $150 for a Chinese bimetal. You know, I can get it. You can get G squared. You know, you can get the G squared one, which is made in America, for less than that. And you know, I'd have to say I like that better as well. So you know, that's kind of my only con. Not that this isn't a good yo-yo, because it is. But $150 is a lot of money. So, you know, if you're a big fan of Tessa, you're a big fan of CLYW, and the $150 price tag doesn't seem bad to you, go for it. Because, I mean, you know, you'll get your money's worth out of it. It's a good yo-yo. There's nothing wrong with how that works. But, you know, contemplate it, because your $150 yo-yo dollars could go pretty far otherwise. So that's just my take on it. But, you know, tell me down in the comments, what do you think? Clearly these sell out a lot, so my thoughts on the price are, you know, meaningless. Do you have one? What do you think of yours? Do you use it a lot? I think it's really cool, actually. I've been enjoying it, but like I said, thumb grinds gross me out because the nails on a chalkboard type of deal. But you know, other than that, I mean, this thing plays incredibly. It's a great playing yo-yo, very different for CLYW, and I'm a big fan of that. But you know, make sure you guys like it, subscribe, tell me down in the comments what you think about the yo-yo and all that other jazz. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Cheers to you, and I'll see you next time.